A family opens its electricity bill and goes quiet. Nearby, a proposed data center could consume more power than a small city. The technology companies get the computing power, utilities build the plants and wires. This is the hidden electricity bill behind AI. This year, the AI data center build-out could attract more than $700 billion, and every server needs electricity. Not occasionally, not only during business hours. These machines need reliable power every second, whether anyone is watching or not. Some proposed data centers can consume more power than a small city. That is enormous demand packed behind one perimeter fence. For years, American electricity demand barely moved. Then data centers arrived, helping push it upward again, and the forecast gets steeper. By 2027, national electricity load is forecast to climb again, but the real pressure will be concentrated, not evenly shared. One new customer can be larger than a town, and the first thing it strains is not a server, it is the grid. That sounds obvious. Hand the bill to the data center, except the grid has no single receipt, and that is where things get messy. Follow the electricity backward from the kitchen. It passes local wires, a transformer, a substation, high voltage lines, and finally, a generator. Every step costs money. Plants must be built. Equipment needs financing. Wires, fuel, transformers, and daily reliability all carry a price. Here is the part hidden inside one monthly total. Your bill bundles generation, transmission, distribution, taxes, fees, and other approved costs. Homes, shops, factories, and data centers all buy electricity. But what each customer pays can depend on usage, timing, and customer type. Then the paperwork splits in two. Federal regulators generally oversee wholesale power and transmission. Local regulators decide what retail customers actually pay. Here the wires disappear into paperwork. A giant data center affects both worlds, while its costs cross contracts, hearings, tariffs, and timelines. Here is cost shifting. Infrastructure is built for one giant customer. Then people who never requested that demand repay part of it. Federal regulators ordered 6 regional grid operators to expose transmission costs and stop them shifting onto customers who never caused them. Regulators can demand cleaner accounting. They cannot manufacture electricity. And the next question is harder. What gets built when the grid runs short? There are 3 basic answers. First, charge the data center for every connection and upgrade built specifically for its demand. That sounds straightforward, but many assets are shared. Flexible demand and nearby generation make one clean boundary surprisingly difficult to draw. Second, share some costs when an upgrade genuinely makes the wider grid stronger. The important part is proving those wider benefits are genuinely measurable. Because yes, the technology company can receive an invoice. The argument is about which assets serve only it and which truly serve everyone. Third, step outside the shared grid. A technology company can secure its own generation and reduce pressure on existing public infrastructure. Alberta is trying that model. Its grid could not support several large AI centers arriving at the same time. But private power creates another choice. The current build-out is already encouraging new gas plants and delaying some coal retirements. That creates a harder question. Should the world's wealthiest technology companies finance cleaner power for the demand they are creating? 3 payment models, 3 sets of promises. But one test decides whether they work. Whose name is still on the risk? So, is AI raising your electricity bill? In some places, data center growth is already tightening supply and adding pressure to costs. But you will not find a national AI fee on your bill. The effect passes through regional rules, contracts, capacity, and timing. The warning is real. Economists cited by Associated Press forecast 6% increases in 2026 and 2027, then 3% afterward. That forecast is national, The burden will not be. Geography, regulation, existing capacity, and local contracts decide where pressure becomes household pain. The useful question is whether AI affects prices or whether each project pays for the risks it creates. Now, the opening bill makes sense. No server sends money directly to a home. Rules and contracts decide who carries the expansion. The fix is not stopping investment. It is separating dedicated costs from genuine shared benefits before either one reaches ordinary customers. $700 billion can build extraordinary computing power. It can also build an extraordinary energy system if the rules demand it. Every technological revolution tells two stories. One is what becomes possible. The other is who pays. Lever and lens follows both.